Morning, beautiful people. This is Bread from the Beach. We're standing here against the ocean, and I do hope you can hear the waves in the background. It's absolutely gorgeous down here. We've been sharing some thoughts from Philippians chapter 2. This day, I want you just to look with me at verse 8 and verse 9. But in verse 8, it simply says, being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on the cross. And therefore, God exalted him to the highest place, so that there will be a time when every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. Just a couple of thoughts here today as we look at these two passages together. Jesus did humble himself, and in obedience, he went to the cross to give himself as a sacrifice for us, to take away our sin, to atone for a broken humanity, and to reconcile us to the Father. He obediently went, not because there were a bunch of bad people who were wanting to take his life, but he went to the cross because it was his Father's will that he should give himself for people like you and me. That's absolutely mind-blowing, but that's the truth. It was obedience to the Father that took him to the cross. But what happened then was the Father exalted Jesus to the highest place, so that ultimately every tongue and every knee is going to confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. This whole concept is important for you and me, because see, we've got to learn what the highest place is. We spend our lives sometimes just pushing and trying to get to this place or the other, and somehow the other achieve so that we can be at a high place, that we can be at a recognizable place of authority, a place of importance, a place where we have a great reputation. But the truth of the matter is, we want to be where God wants us to be. We want to be at a place where he would have us to serve. And one of the beautiful things about this is a story about a Methodist evangelist, E. Stanley Jones, who was in India, ministered many years there in India, and was elected bishop in absentia in the Methodist Church. And they sent him a telegraph telling him he'd been elected, he needed to come home. And he sent a telegraph back saying, I'm at a higher place and I can't come down. And what he was saying was, he was where God wanted him to be. And anything other than where God wanted him to be was a lower place. It would just bless us all if we could get that concept, that the very highest place is where God wants us to be. If it's the nursery he wants us to serve in, that's the highest place. If it's on the street, giving out tracts to peace who pass by, that's the highest place. Wherever God wants us, that is the highest place. And if we could just make it our heart's desire to be so yielded to him that where he wants us to be is our heart's desire, then our Father will put us in the highest place. We don't promote ourselves. The Father promotes in the kingdom. And folks, we want to experience the kingdom in this realm, on the way to the kingdom forever. We want to be in the highest place. And the highest place is where our Father wants to place us. This is Bread from the Beach, and may you walk and serve in the highest place.